the sort of place I want to deal drugs from. There's too many people coming and going all the time.
I suppose it could be a cover.
Could be a waste of time.
Where's Helen? He and Jim were following up an anonymous tip-off. Dealing from a burger bar.
He's supposed to be checking a pile of witness statements. When are they due back?
I don't know. Do you want me to call him?
Nah, you can check them for me instead.
Should we call it a day then?
Oh, I'd better take a look inside while we're here, I suppose.
Get us a bag of chips, will you? No vinegar this time.
Yeah, it's about 600 quid, plus VAT.
For the gearbox?
And the cylinder head.
You could buy a mansion for the money you spent on that motor.
Yeah, but you can't do a ton 20 in a mansion, can you?
Yeah, Steve, mate, why don't you get yourself a push bike, yeah? I mean, save you a lot of money on transport and you wouldn't have to go down the gym all the time to keep fit, either.
Oh, yeah. But could you guarantee we'd end up with a body like yours, Rich?
Yeah, at least I'm doing my bit for the environment.
Friend of the bicycle clip.
Yeah, every month there's something wrong with that car, so I don't know where he gets the cash.
Salt, no vinegar.
Oh, sir. You see anything?
Nothing suspicious.
Let's pack it in, eh?
See you, Oscar from Woods.
You're right, love.
I think so. They took my bag.
What was in the bag?
Hundreds of pounds. I was going to the bank.
From the takeaway?
Yes, they stole money. I bagged the money. I was going to take it to the bank to pay it in.
Don't worry, love. We'll catch you.
Hey, what's going on?
He took my bag. I couldn't stop him.
There's been a robbery, I'm afraid, sir. Are you from the takeaway?
Yeah, that's right.
Your name, sir?
Mark Elliott, the manager.
Excuse me.
Are you there, Jim?
Yeah, go ahead, Reg.
This one's just thrown up all over the bar! The man's not well! He ate one of your horse meat pies!
Oh, yeah. Take your friend home now, please, sir.
You poisoned me! You... Now look what you've done!
All right, now look, that's enough. I think you two have caused enough trouble.
Get him out of here, will
To the
you?
Red Lion on Victoria Road, please.
What's all this?
Incident report book. That shoplifter yesterday, Clark, cashed me a jumper.
Why didn't you get this signed yesterday?
I'm sorry, Sarge. We had a rush on in the evening. Went clean out my mind.
Come on, Steve, you haven't even written the times in. You know you're supposed to get this stamped by the automatic timing recorder after you finish writing your notes.
Yes, Sarge.
So why didn't you do it then?
Go! Yeah. I tell you what.
What now?
Let's go for a drink.
You've had enough already, mate.
Just stick to the rules. No, all I'm saying is he's gonna have to
Sarge.
plead. What is it?
Suspicion of burglary.
Okay.
Come on, boys.
Do it properly next time.
I mean, what good he's nearly got him to the victim? How much did he get away with?
£1,407, 43 pence, 2 days takens.
Any sign of dealing on the premises?
Not that we could see.
Nothing.
Well, will you do me a favour? Next time you witness a robbery, don't just watch. Do something about it. Go on.
You can call a solicitor at any time while you're here free of charge, but if you don't want one, could you sign here?
Mrs. Cow's here, Sarge. Forever Coward shoplifting.
Yes.
You asked me to let you know as soon as she came in.
Tell her I can't deal with her at the moment. I'll be with her as soon as possible. Are you going to be long, mate?
All units, urgent assistance, the Grape and Bottle Public House, Kingsmead Estate. Anyone assist?
One of those days.
You better deal with that.
Right, Sarge.
Steve!
There were a couple of cases last month, but that was 3 robbers on motorbikes.
Motorbikes often used in getaways. Mountain bikes risky.
How did he know what the Chinese girl had in her bag, eh? Or has he just been lucky?
Well, I've got nothing on the burger bar in my files, apart from that tip-off about dealing.
Would you do a check on a victim for his pleased honour? Her name's Lee Tay.
I've got her address and the manager, Elliot. He's worth checking out.
Right, Mr. Phillips, if you could come over here and empty your pockets.
Shh! Where's Carsey?
Sarge, Mrs. Coward says she's not waiting any longer unless someone comes and talks to her.
Hang on, Steve. Back in a minute.
Yes, Sarge.
I'd hurry up if I was you. I'm gonna be sick.
Sarge, you know that victim of today's street robbery? You know the one where the robber got away on a bike and Carver and Woods lost him? The Speedy Diner takeaway.
Not personally.
Yeah, well, look, I just had a phone call from St Hugh's about a Chinese woman. She's been mugged and beaten up. Her name's Lee Che. Now, I bet it's the same woman.
Emma Coward's being interviewed, her dad's being interviewed. Soon the Rika brought in waiting for their parents.
Right, I got on with the search and put Phillips in his cell.
Fine. What'd you take off him?
Belt and lighter.
Was he clean?
Yes, sir.
You got a pen?
Yeah.
Thanks. Okay, half-hourly checks on these two until they sober up. Make sure you make a note of it on the custody record. I'll get some tea while it's quiet. Excuse me, I'm looking for that.
Lee?
Go away, please.
What's going on? Who did this to you?
You want to get me into more trouble? Please, leave me alone.
She's not talking. I mean, it could possibly be a boyfriend, but that's a bit iffy after the back snatch.
Could be the same bloke. If so, what's he after?
And possibly drugs.
If it is the same bloke, he's after more than the till money.
Well, maybe Tay acts as a runner.
Well, there she goes. Let's go find out.
Sorry, mate, you're not allowed to smoke in here. Now just get your head down for a bit, and you and your mate are sober, we'll let you go home.
Oh. Where's my money gone?
What money?
I had 300 quid in me when I come in here. It's gone.
You sure you haven't got it?
It's not there.
Empty everything out your pockets. You sure you had the money when you were arrested? You didn't drop it before?
No, I know I had it. Hey, it's that copper. He has nicked my money.
Nobody's nicked anything.
Yes, he has. It's that fair-headed git to put me in here. He's nicked my money.
Did you see any money on Phillips when you searched him?
No, Sarge.
You did search him properly?
Well, he'd been sick over everything. I checked he hadn't got anything he could hurt himself with. What's the matter?
He says he's lost some money.
He probably drank it all or dropped it in the street.
Oh, he says he's lost £300 since he's been in the station. Did you search his pockets?
Well, not really. I patted him down, took his belt and lighter.
And you're positive you didn't see any cash on him? Or take any from him?
No, Sarge. Certainly not.
OK. We'll have to search the cell. And if that's no good, we'll call in Barry and Tony and search the van.
Right, Reg, we'll be back in about 10 minutes. Some drunk thinks he's lost his money. So, of course, Steve's taking it. Yeah. I mean, it wastes everyone's time, this sort of thing. Wish we never bothered nicking them. Me too. Phillips, he's just the type where he's breaking wads of money, ain't he?
Phillips had a roll of notes on him when I put him in the back of the van. I saw it.
I heard you and Mr. Phillips were out celebrating.
Terry got his bonus. I don't usually drink like that. Neither of us do. The landlord shouldn't have called the cops, though. We're good customers.
Yeah, well, I put it down to experience. I don't intend to charge either of you. Now, what about this bonus?
From work. They got the job in on time. Nearly 400 quid.
And did Mr. Phillips have the money on him?
That's why we were celebrating. They paid him cash. A great roll of 20s.
Right. Thanks.
She's gone home. Isn't this the road she gave for her address?
Yeah, 61. She must have been beaten up on the way home. Rambling Street's just around the corner.
Nothing.
Let's have a look in the front.
Are you sure Phillips got in the van with the dosh? Yeah, what are we going to do now? Nothing we can do. You know Monroe's going to ask us if Phillips had any money on him when he got in the van, don't you?
It looks like a squat.
Hope our Miss Tay's not paying much rent on this.
I think you should let us in, Lee.
Is he making a complaint against us? Yeah, probably.
Listen, either he never had any money or he dropped it somewhere.
Yeah, well, Maitland seems to be taking it seriously.
Of course, it was his job to make sure he was searched properly. Strictly speaking, he should never have left you to do it.
Another complaint. How many is that now?
You know, Reg, I've lost count.
Doesn't seem right, does it, eh? Some drunk can make a complaint against Steve and say that he took his money and it's a criminal allegation against him. Mind you, he did need the extra cash.
What, just because he's been asking for overtime?
Now, look, Steve has been grumbling about not getting any overtime because he's got that car he's still forking out for.
Oh, come on.
And the repairs. Treacle sponge. Think I'll go for that.
How long have you been working at the Speedy Diner?
1 year.
And how much do they pay you?
How much do they pay me, or how much do they say they pay me?
It's not the same thing.
No.
Who hit you, Lee? Why don't you want to tell us? Are you frightened?
Was it the same man who took the money?
You should tell us who hit you, and he might do it again.
It was my boss. He's very angry with me.
Elliot. Why? Because of the robbery? Because of the money?
There was no money. That's the trouble.
So the bag snatch was a setup?
I couldn't think what to do. I didn't have the money to bank. So I thought if I pretend to be robbed, my boss wouldn't find out. He wouldn't believe me. And now he says he'll kill me if I don't pay him back.
I think we should go down to the station and do this properly. I'm not arresting you, Lee, but I'm going to caution you. And I'll need to interview you. Do you understand? Come on in.
Barry and Tony didn't find anything in the van. And I had a word with Creasy, you know, the guy who came in with Phillips? Well, he confirms that Phillips did have a lot of money on him.
I suppose he saw me nicking it.
Look, it's my fault, Steve. It's my responsibility to see his search properly.
I didn't take his money, Sarge.
I know you didn't. But I'm going to have to go to Monroe with this one.
I used to borrow little bits from the takings and pay back from the next day's money and pay that back from the day after.
Why didn't someone notice?
I think my boss knew, but it was hard to prove because I always did the books and bagged the cash.
It's a very serious offence, Lee, stealing from your employer.
I didn't mean to steal it. I thought I could pay it back. But it got so much I was frightened.
So what happened to the money?
I needed it to live on.
Oh, didn't he pay you?
Sometimes.
Oh, come on. You were working there full time. He must have paid you.
I worked until 2 or 3 in the morning every day. And Mr. Elliot promised me £3 an hour. But there was always an excuse, or it was late, or he said the stocks were short and it was my fault.
If he didn't pay you, Lee, why didn't you ask someone for help?
I don't know. I didn't know who would help me.
So you carried on stealing from your employer, huh?
I wasn't stealing. I was borrowing. I tried to put it back.
Well, why didn't you leave?
I couldn't. I didn't have anywhere to go.
When did you come to this country, Lee?
1.5 years ago.
You got your passport with you?
I came here to study, but I ran out of fees.
Shouldn't work here without a permit, you know. Oh, by the way, did you know your visa's out of date?
Ellen.
I'll get her immigration status checked.
She's frightened.
She's good reason. Stealing from her boss. Illegal immigrant.
Yeah, well, our Mr. Elliot's not exactly squeaky clean, is he?
So you think Miss T knows more than she's letting on?
Maybe, if he is dealing drugs from the Speedy Diner.
Well, let's hope she's so worried with all her other problems that she coughs the lot.
Why didn't you supervise the search yourself, John? It's not like you.
Custody area was packed out. I had juveniles and parents waiting. Phillips was about to throw up. Well, there's no excuse. I should have made them all wait.
Is Phillips sober enough to make a statement?
I'd give him about an hour.
I want this cleared up.
Yes, sir.
Tonight, before we go off duty.
Right.
Well, what about Loxton, then?
Sir?
The lost money, John. It doesn't look too good for Steve. Accusations of theft.
Well, we all know that Steve didn't steal the money.
Until the money's found, we can't prove anything, can we?
Who's the bloke on the bike today?
I don't want to get him into trouble. A friend of mine. The money had mounted up. I owed so much. And Mr. Elliot said he wanted everything paid into the bank, up to date.
Oh, he guessed it was a fake robbery.
He sacked me and hit me and said if I don't pay him back the money, he'll kill me.
Oh, nice man, Mr. Elliot.
What will happen to me?
It's up to the custody officer. You probably won't be released tonight because of your immigration status.
Will they put me in prison?
I don't know. It's not up to me. Look, Lee, you're in very serious trouble. You've already confessed to stealing from your employer and you could go to prison for that. And it looks as though you'll be deported, so the question is whether they'll send you to court for stealing before they deport you.
They'll put me in prison and then send me home?
Have you ever seen anyone selling drugs at the Speedy Diner?
Drugs? No.
I understand you've already checked the van.
That's right, sir. We didn't find anything.
When you arrested Mr. Phillips, did you notice if you had any money on him?
No, sir.
Parry?
No, sir.
That money better turn up. I told the truth. We didn't see any money on Phillips when we arrested him. But I saw it in the van, didn't I? But not at the time of the arrest. It's just a little white lie. Yeah, hire you one, mate. No worries.
Am I going to prison?
Well, you'll stay here tonight. I'll check your status with the Home Office in the morning.
I'm sorry.
Do you want to call anyone? Let them know you're here.
No. I'm too ashamed.
Steve!
Sir?
You take Miss Tate to the cell, please.
Right. This way, please.
John, I'd like a word with Mr. Phillips, please.
Yes, sir.
So, what have we got?
Well, nothing on any dealing yet.
How about the assault on the Chinese girl?
Only Lee Tay's allegations. I doubt we'll get anything from Elliot. There was no witnesses, so he'll just deny the assault.
So it's her word against his?
I believe it, though, Gov.
Yeah, but Donna's got Elliot in file for several assaults on his wife and girlfriend, but neither of them would prosecute.
Bit of a misogynist, is he?
He put his wife in hospital.
How about the mugger?
Lee Tay won't give his name. Said it was a friend doing her a favour and got nothing out of it. The bag was empty in any case.
Yeah, but it's still conspiracy to defraud. All wasting police time. I want him found.
Right, Gov.
What about Elliot?
Go down to the Speedy Diner and nick him. We can still try and do him for the assault.
Mr. Phillips is adamant. He had about £300 on him when he came in and he hasn't got it now. His friend Creasy backs him up.
So the complaint's official, sir?
It'll have to be. Steve, I'll have to ask you again. Did you see any money at all when you searched him or when you took him into the cell?
No, sir.
He says that's the only time it could have gone.
He was so drunk when he came in, I'm surprised he can remember being put in a cell.
I'm sorry, I'll have to search you, Steve. Would you prefer the search to take place in the presence of the Federation rep?
Yes, sir.
I'll call Barry Stringer.
There's some specials, Mehmet. Oh, yes, sir. Yeah, what do you want?
Private word, please, sir.
Anything else in your pockets?
No, sir.
Good. You know I have to do this, Steve.
Yes, sir.
Right, let's have a quick look in your locker, shall we?
Mark David Elliot, I'm arresting you for the assault on Miss Lee Tay. You do not have to say anything unless you wish to do so, but anything you do say may be given in evidence.
What assault?
Miss Lee Tay. She says you attacked her.
That soppy bitch. Look, she's obviously just getting back at me because I found out she'd been stealing from the till.
Did you know she was an illegal immigrant, Mr. Elliot?
Oh, well, you know, it's all beginning to make sense now. I've been thinking for some time that she could have been stealing. Well, sometimes the till's been short. The books don't quite add up.
So why have you continued to employ her in a position of trust? You seem to know very little about Miss Tay.
She was all right when she first started.
She's 19. That's very young to be trusted with all that accounting. Yet every day you let her do the books. And you let her take hundreds of pounds to the bank for you.
You'll have a chance to give your version of events down at the station, Mr. Elliot.
You stripped Phillips's cell.
Yes, sir.
Do it again.
His blankets are covered in vomit, sir.
I don't care what they're covered in. Go in there now and take that cell apart.
So you do the cooking?
Everything. We come in, clean up, and cook and serve. Sometimes I do deliveries if it's busy.
So is most of your custom takeaway or delivery?
Mostly delivery.
So people phone up, place their orders, and you deliver it?
Yeah, and the specials. We get quite a few specials.
The bedding, please. Mattress.
Nothing.
The toilet, please, Steve. Go on.
They didn't block it up. It was blocked up when I come in here.
Could you confirm whether or not that is your personal property, please, Mr. Phillips?
The boss writes an order out and sticks it on a box. We cook the food and take the order round when it's time.
Why don't they phone in the order like anyone else?
Chinese chicken and water chestnut, egg fried rice for 2, Milner, Dell Road, 10:30.
Does he have a lot of specials, this Mr. Milner?
Yeah, quite a few.
What's this? Smack? Coke? He'll have a long wait for his supper. Poor Mr. Milner.
I don't think I need to remind you that prisoners are always to be searched in the presence of the custody officer and all their property noted down on the custody record.
No, sir.
Today's events are a perfect example of what can happen when procedure gets sloppy.
Yes, sir.
Drunks are a menace. They fall over, they throw up, they hurt themselves, they lose the money in the trouser pockets, down the toilet. You have to watch them.
Yes, sir.
We would have had no means of proving you hadn't stolen that money.
I think I've learnt my lesson, sir.
Good. We'll say no more about it then. You better get off home.
Thank you, sir.
Good night, sir.
Oh, Steve. Yeah, I bet you're glad you found that drunk's money, ain't you?
Yeah.
Well, you didn't want to have a complaint against you, eh?
No.
Look, I knew you never done nothing all alone. Well, but it's just a lot of complaints don't look very good, do they?
Shut up, Reg.
Look, all I'm saying is I'm glad Steve never dropped himself in the wasset, that's all.